If day one of the Boxing Day Test match was all about Indian bowlers, well, day two belonged to only one man, Ajinkya Rahane, the stand-in captain for Team India, as India takes ascendancy on day two of the Melbourne Test match between India and Australia. Well, Atishay, day two of the Test match, you couldn't have asked for a better fighting day of Test match cricket between bat and ball, but it has to be said that it was the difference between the both sides was only Ajinkya Rahane.
Well, absolutely right, Abhijit. What a brilliant innings by the stand-in captain Ajinkya Rahane. He persisted when the going got tough. He showed that he had that mental strength, he had the technique, he had the game, and he made sure that at the end of the day he stays there and puts India in the driver's seat, if I'm not wrong, Abhijit.
Let's summarize the day for our viewers. India started off the day on 36 for 1, the overnight score, and finished at 277 for the loss of 5 wickets. So overall, they lost 4 wickets in the day, Atishay, for over 230 or 240 odd runs. Now that could be called India's day because the very first session, India lost both of their overnight batsmen in the form of Shubman Gill and Cheteshwar Pujara. But then came Ajinkya Rahane, and we have to talk about this man. 12th test run, Atishay, second in Australia, second in Melbourne, and most importantly his first. It wasn't just about the strike rate. His strike rate was close to 50 runs, but it was about India needed someone to be there and score those runs and make sure that India didn't fall behind Australia's total, and who better than the captain himself.
Well, indeed, Abhijit, if you look into the test match, how things have panned out so far, the test match has belonged to Ajinkya Rahane. First, on day one, it was about his captaincy,
yes,
his moves, his maneuvers as a leader, and how impressive that was. But today, it was Ajinkya Rahane, the batsman. If you remove his contribution with the bat and how he dominated proceedings along with, and he carried on the momentum and made sure that other batsmen too stayed with him and countered all the shenanigans which the Australian bowlers were doing. Even at a point of time, Tim Paine took the approach of sledging him,
yes,
but that also didn't deter the mindset of Ajinkya Rahane, and as a result, India now find itself in a commanding position, Abhijit.
Yes, Ajinkya Rahane finished on unbeaten 104 runs, but he also carried on with the other teammates as well. There were 3 important partnerships over there, over 50 runs with Hanuma Vihari, over 50 runs with Rishabh Pant, but the standout partnership was the one between Ravindra Jadeja and Ajinkya Rahane. 104 not out partnership, and for the 6th wicket, and Ravindra Jadeja, you have to give it to him as well, 40 not out, and he has already played over 100 balls. What do you have to say about Jadeja's crucial 40 run knock?
Well, Abhijit, Jadeja's innings goes to show what India missed in the first test match.
Absolutely.
India didn't have the luxury of someone like Ravindra Jadeja to control the lower order. Now, with Jadeja...
More than control, I'm sorry to interrupt, more than control, the contribution.
The contribution, absolutely, yes, right, Abhijit. The contribution from someone like, from a number 7 batsman, which India didn't get in the Adelaide test. But now, playing along with Rahane, he was also able to play his game.
He made him comfortable. He made him comfortable. He gave him that confidence that you are our proper batsman at number 7 and you have to contribute runs as well. Quickly going through for the Australian bowlers, for me the biggest factor was taking out Nathan Lyon from the attack, because the Tim Paine just didn't have the confidence in giving the ball to him. Maybe he was trying to copy Ashwin, but what do you have to say on the Australian bowling? There were 2 wickets for Mitchell Starc, 2 wickets for Pat Cummins, and 1 for Nathan Lyon, but most importantly, they didn't look sharp on the field.
Well, Abhijit, I read an interesting quote on one of the websites which said, Pat Cummins bowled 8 straight overs in the opening hour of the day, which is his longest spell in his test career so far. So that goes to show that Australia didn't have the right mentality. They didn't plan out everything properly going into the day 2.
The Australian bowlers absolutely didn't look that sharp, Atishay, but in the process, they also broke few records, especially Mitchell Starc getting to 250 test wickets, and I hope you have some numbers for us.
Well, he became the 9th Australian bowlers to reach the milestone, which indeed goes to show what mental toughness he is made of and his caliber to play for 10 years and take 250 wickets. But most importantly, for all the bowlers, for all the left-arm seamers who have taken 250 wickets, he has the best strike rate of all, including... And he has also overshadowed someone like Wasim Akram. He has a strike rate of 47.9, which goes to show that he bags wicket every 8 overs. That is impressive, Abhijit.
Yes, absolutely impressive. But Australia will require more of him on day 3, and what India will require from Ajinkya Rahane and Jadeja to extend this partnership, because it is only 82 runs. Yes, you are in a very comfortable position, not very, in a rather comfortable position, but it's not yet out of reach of Australia, because for India to have anything in excess of 100, 120 will put additional pressure on Australia, and going into day 3 is all what India requires. Is anything in excess of 100, 150, then Australia is likely to be out of the game, because then you have to come again, bat, and then score 300, excess of 300, and with the kind of form Australian batsmen have shown, well, it looks like it will be a tough task for the Australian batsmen going into day 3, Atish.
Well, indeed, Abhijit, the most crucial part going into day 3 will be the opening hour of the day.
Day 3.
If Jadeja and Rahane are able to counter the initial burst, because the ball is still new,
yes,
it will jag around a bit, and the conditions are overcast, and it is going to rain as the weather has been predicted. So if they are able to counter that first initial outburst from the Aussie pacers, I think India is going to take a handy lead, which indeed will prove match winning.
Absolutely, Atish. Hopefully, and that's what all the Indian fans will be hoping for both Rahane and Jadeja to extend this partnership, take the game out of Australia's reach, and most importantly, day 3 is called the moving day, and if India conquers day 3, most likely will have the result which all the Indian fans have been waiting for. The series will be leveled 1-1, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Yes, India is in the ascendancy seat, but the game is not over yet, and knowing Australia, they are known to make comebacks. So how did you like this video? What do you have to say about Ajinkya Rahane's fighting 100 and Team India's performance on day 2 of the Melbourne Test match? Do send in your comments and feedback, and we'll be looking forward to the same. In the meantime, do not forget to subscribe to TV9 News across all social media platforms.